title track of his King of the Surf Guitar album. That's Dick Dale. Now, while Dick explains this nickname stuck, it did not really explain his full style. Here's Dick Dale.
And then, people say King of the Surf Guitar. They call me King of the Surf Guitar only because I was surfing at the time. And at first, when I opened up the Rendezvous Ballroom to play, I only had about 17 surfers with me because it was a club called Fifth Street Crew, the number 5TH, Fifth Street Crew. Mm-hmm. And I said, hey, guys, I'm playing tonight. You guys want to come on down? So they came down. I had 17 people in a ballroom that held 4,000 people. And then in a week's time, the word got out, and we didn't have advertising. We didn't have the money to do that. And it was packed to the walls to 4,000 people a night. And they would say, man, you're the king, man, King of the Surf Guitar. But I was playing and singing songs from everything from Louis Armstrong on my trumpet to Night Train on like Joe Houston, da-da-dum, all that kind of stuff. And I was playing an accordion, a concertina. I was playing, Won't You Come Home, Bill Bailey, Won't You Come Home? That ain't country, no. I played every style. Then I played the love songs, the Latino stuff. And I played Hank Williams, and I played everything, but I put a beat to it. I was using my guitar, I'd be banging on them strings, and the people just got this driving sound. So they called me King of the Surf Guitar because I was surfing. I was their buddy.
Yeah.
And now that's in the White House. I mean, Jerry Lewis, congressman, he presented it to the speakers of the Assembly and the speakers of the House, and they wanted to vote it, this letter that he wrote about what Dick Dale has done for his country, and they wanted to put it into the Congressional Hall of Records for all time. And they voted it.
Yeah.
Then I got a thing that came to me, Federal Express, and said, guess what? We just voted this into the Congressional Hall of Records. And that letter is on my webpage. You can go, if you open up my webpage, click on Personal, and then scroll halfway down, and you see a letter from Jerry Lewis, the congressman. And that's how I got put into the Congressional Hall of Records in the White House for all time.
That is amazing.
Then you talk about Tennessee and Nashville. It's the greatest award in the world to be voted by your peers. You have to be voted by, I was voted by over 100,000 members of my peers to be into the Musicians Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum. So that's the real deal.
Yeah.
But the thing to say, we found it out that when I did the beginning for the movie, and it was in New York, sold out to the max. And then a booker wanted to book me back 6 months later. But when I went back, we only had like half a house. And we're going, what the hell's the matter? What happened? And one of the guys said, Dick, let me take you outside. And he took me outside, and on the building was King of the Surf Guitar, Beach Party, Frankie Avalon, Annette Funicello. Frankie and Annette were great. Annette, God bless her soul. And we were very close. And Frankie is an incredible entertainer. If people doesn't have a chance to see him, go and see him at the casinos. But the thing is that we were outside. There was these posters all over the place, beach party, beach blanket, bingo, and everything. So I said, I just don't play surf music. It should be guitar legend. I'm known for the guitar, pioneering the Stratocaster, making the Transformers with Leo Fender and the 15-inch speakers. I am the father of heavy metal, they call me in Spain, because we were the first to create loudness.
Yeah.
The father of loud. They said I was louder than Motorhead, for Christ's sake. So these are the things that I'm the guy who pioneered the first electronics like that with Leo.
"15 miles to go, man, 15 miles to go. I gotta win this race, 15 miles to go. My body's yelling, let her rip, accelerators down. I gotta make a sharp right turn, look out, I'm coming around. Oh yeah! Wow! 40 miles to go, man, 40 miles to go. I gotta win this race, 40 miles to go. The rain is coming down now, it's very hard to see, but I'll be flying blind here, nobody's catching me. Play your guitar, man. miles to go, man, 30 miles to go. I gotta win this race, 30 miles to go. Number 87 is gonna try and make his move. When you see an inch, you can see while I'm in a groove. Oh, daddy, daddy. 20 miles to go, man, 20 miles to go. I gotta win this race, 20 miles to go. The wheel is coming loose now, I feel my body shake. I've gotta stay right there in front, I got too much at stake. Oh, let's go, yeah! 10 more miles to go, man, 10 more miles to go. I gotta win this race, 10 more miles to go. I'm heading for the finish, well the race is very hot. I feel the pressure on me, but I'm giving it all I got. Oh, come on, yeah, yeah, yeah. No more miles to go, man, no more miles to go. My hot rod's all in flames, and I'm the one who stole the show. No more miles to go, man, no more miles to go. No more miles to go, man.
And he was having you test out the amplifiers and stuff like that. Isn't that how that happened?
I blew up over 50 of his amplifiers. When I went to him first, I said, my name is Dick Dale. I'm a surfer. Could you help me with the guitar? I don't have a guitar. He said, here, I just built this, and it was a Stratocaster. And I picked it up and held it upside down, and he fell off the chair laughing. And he never laughed. He was like Einstein.
Yeah.
His face was always somber, just thinking. So we became a trio. Freddie Tavares, who played the Hawaiian steel guitar for Harry Owens in Hawaii, all that beautiful Hawaiian music, and also Leo and myself. And we all would meet in a little room, and he said, we would test out. Every time I blew something up, he said, why do you got to play so loud? Why do you got to play so loud? Well, then, when Freddie took him to the Rendezvous Ballroom to watch me in front of 4,000 people, he said, now I know what Dick's trying to tell me. Back to the drawing board. And that's when he created the first output transformer, whereas they were always using 10, 15-watt output transformers. Created the first 85-watt output transformer, peaking 100 watts. So we're the pioneer of that. And I just became the pioneer of a 3-inch bodied acoustic Fender guitar where you could strum it all day long and not get a Charlie horse in your back by taking your arm and going over the whole body of 6 inches. And that's another story. And when I put a pickup on it with dual pick guards, it was called the Big Bill Malibu. And then we designed the 100-watt output transformer because I wanted to put 2 speakers in. Because the ohms, we had to change the ohms on the output transformer. And that was with JBL Lansing. You know, we had them made, the first 15-inch speakers ever done. They say, what are you going to do, put it on a tugboat? And so we wanted a 10-pound magnet in the back, and I wanted an aluminum dust cover in the front to hear the click of the pick. And then they said, what do you want to do? We'll put it on a tugboat? And we were laughing. And then Leo just quietly said, if you want my business, make it. And he did. So, and he called it a Showman amplifier with the Big Bill transformer in there, because he called me a showman, the way I used to jump on top of the speakers. And the color of it was my idea, because of the fact that we had to cover I was blowing up so many amps so quickly that he didn't have anything to cover this last one from my show. So he found some cream Tolex in the back, and he covered it. And he said, don't show it to anybody because it's very impractical, and they'll put cigarette burns on it and spill coffee on it. And I said, oh, but I love it. And the next week he calls me in, and the whole damn room was full of cream Showmans. So we had the Showman, and then that was a single. And we built a 3-foot high cabinet, 2 feet wide, 12 inches deep, and then no portholes in it. We wanted the speaker to go in and out. And then what happened was I was still jamming a speaker, not burning it like I do the others. I was just jamming it because the speaker was confused with my picking, going instead of going in and out and in and out. It was twisting as it was going in and out, cocking itself, and it would jam. And if you move the speaker, it would make a sound like a grounding sound.
Yeah.
And so it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be very clear. So we went back with JBL, and we figured it out. And he said, Dick, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? And we figured it out. It was the way I was picking. So we had them put a rubber edge around the whole speaker. I never had a speaker jam on me ever since then. I played through the same speaker since 1955.
Wow.
And now, and the only thing that happens to them is that with age, they disintegrate. And that's all. But I never blew a speaker again. Yeah, everything we created, I pioneered everything that came out of his mind. I made corrections when the Stratocaster on the switches and all those kind of things like that. That's what I was his personal guinea pig. His wife used to say, all the guitar players in the world that Leo has made things for. She said, the only name I ever heard every day when he come home was Dick Dale, Dick Dale, Dick Dale. Because he had me come over his place. I'd sit in his living room on the floor, and we'd listen to Marty Robbins on a monaural speaker, an old Jensen speaker.
Yeah.
It was like a second father to me. And we loved the boats and yachts. And so we had something in common because he would design them all day long at his office. So we had that togetherness. Leo had a favorite saying, when it can withstand the punishment of Dick Dale, it is then fit for the human consumption.
That is great.
And then, and when you talk about karma, on Hollywood Boulevard, you got your Hollywood Rock Walk and everything like that. That was pioneered by Guitar Center. And they have the most beautiful bronze and everything like that. Well, there's hundreds of players in front of that, starting at their store and on Sunset Boulevard. Well, when they wanted me to be there and put my hands in the concrete, they said, Dick, after I did it, they said, where do you want us to put the big square with your hands in it? It's all got bronze all around it and the whole works. And I didn't know where. I just looked down, but everything was full. And there was only one square that was, it was a block, and it was next to Leo Fender. It was like all these hundreds were there, but it was like Leo was waiting for me.
Yeah.
And I said, that's where I want to be. So
Yeah.
It's right next to Leo's hands, and I'm there.
Mr. Peppermint Man.